Batman Rebirth issue 1, which is written by Tom King, but also Scott Snyder. I forgot that he was kind of helping a little bit with this
Yeah,
one.
I wonder how much he actually did help, though.
I think it's partially because Duke is his thing, and I know Duke is featuring in the backups for All Star Batman, so I feel like he's
Yeah.
helping plant some of those seeds there in this issue.
That makes more sense now.
Yeah.
I like that. Okay.
Yeah, actually, that pans out. Also, art's by Mikhail Janin, or Yanin.
Yep.
I'm not sure how you pronounce it. Janin?
Janin.
Yeah.
Well, that's how I always said it. Michael Janin.
See, I'd have said Yanin, but
No, it's definitely not Michael.
I don't know why I said Michael. I
Yeah.
just read Michael somewhere else.
I'm just telling you how I read it in my brain, so I don't trip over it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm right. I'm saying that's how I do it.
But essentially, the first thing I want to say is I actually really like the art in this book.
Yeah, it's
He's
fantastic.
fantastic.
Yeah, it's really, really pretty. And I don't want to. I'm not bad mouthing Capullo, because Capullo obviously is very good.
yeah.
But I'm really enjoying that it's a different look to what it was before. Now, admittedly, this is all going to go to shit in 2 weeks when David Finch is doing issue 1.
You know, I
had to
saw some of
remind
the preview art for that, and it's not awful.
Yeah, you know what? David Finch he's not always awful. He has been awful. Go back and look back when the New 52 started, Batman Dark Knight. It wasn't issue 1, but it was like issue 2 or 3.
By like issue 4 in, I think he was burnt out and
But
was rushing it.
there was a cover of Two-Face holding up Batman, and Two-Face holding up the Hulk. It was the worst thing I'd ever seen in my life. But he's not going to compare to Janin, which is a shame. But Janin's art here is really... I'm assuming Janin's on the second arc.
arcs, yeah.
So... which, I mean, admittedly, with the double shipping, it's not going to take that long to get there.
Yeah,
Which is nice.
I've been following his art in DC for the past few, like from Justice League Dark to Grayson. Obviously, he did an issue in the Superman crossover last month or 2 months ago, whenever
He
his
was a
issue was.
great Superman.
He's just fantastic.
Yeah,
But he's really good at the human heroes that aren't super powered. So like the Grayson, Batman, Constantine, or is it Constantine? I don't know.
It's technically
all of those
fine,
characters.
but
Yeah, but like I loved his Zatanna in Justice League Dark. Like he drew her in a way that I have never seen anyone else do. So I am excited to see where he goes with Batman now. So
Yeah.
in this issue, the colorist too. I like the softer colors.
Yeah, I
because
did
with
too.
Capullo, we've got a lot of darkness, and that just fits his style better. So it was a nice, not a compliment to that, but
Yeah, I actually really like the overall art style and the tone of the book. It feels like a new, fresh run. It feels like we're in a new era. And I've seen mixed opinions on this. I actually did like the issue. I don't think it's perfect, but I do. I like the whole the seasons thing syncing up with Calendar Man.
I think it's the best use of Calendar Man I've seen in a long, long time.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but this whole thing of Calendar Man sort of rebirthing.
It's new.
It's new,
That's
yeah.
new.
I was like, yeah, I don't remember this being a thing.
And see, this is my main problem with Snyder doing the villains like that. If this was his, so it reminds me of the Mister Freeze switch up.
It's kind of change for the sake of change,
Yeah,
but I quite like it, so I don't mind it.
Well, I think
But
here,
see-
I think here the thing to take away though is that Calendar Man wasn't that interesting before. Mister Freeze, we'd already had like this
Right.
really good version that everyone kind of accepted as being the main Mister Freeze. Calendar Man, I mean, who's a massive Calendar Man fan? Who's like,
no, but my point is, I like a lot of the Gotham villains. They're all nuts, right? That's why they go to Arkham Asylum, and I like the idea of a guy that was so obsessed with the calendar, like he wasn't a threat. He was just crazy, So he would try to pull off these jobs that were, because I don't think every Batman villain needs to be a homicidal maniac. That's why I always gravitated towards Riddler, but
I think
here,
they've
but
kind
like
of
Pete
moved
said-
away from that now, though. I mean,
yeah.
look at Two
but-
Face. He doesn't go
Yeah.
for exclusively things to do with the number 2 anymore.
Right.
and also,
But no,
I mean,
but-
it's
but
not.
that said,
Hold on, it's not like
well,
it's not like you've got a shortage of just crazy villains in Gotham
Well, no, that's what
anymore.
I'm saying. It's like Pete said, it's the calendar man who really cares.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
The calendar man. I'm just saying, my main into calendar man was Long Halloween.
Yeah.
So
I think most people
you
probably.
know,
vote on that.
and I'm just used to seeing him sitting behind a wall talking like Hannibal Lecter. So, but yeah, I mean, it's not a big thing. the sequence where you see him molt was pretty cool.
Definitely.
So,
Also, I mean, also just a sort of on the nose kind of like tie into the use of the word rebirth. He literally rebirths at one point.
I didn't think about that until you just said it. So good on-
Uh,
Yeah, now you're like, yeah, this is genius. I'm
not gonna say genius, but
they had to justify the title of the one shot somehow.
yeah.
Yeah, there you go. What I do like as well, I like some of the more fun elements that I've added in here. It's a bit over the top, but I like Bruce doing pull-ups or chin-ups
Oh, see, I didn't like that.
off the helipad.
I didn't like
no?
I didn't like the idea. It was just like, look how eccentric the billionaire is. Like, he's doing pull-ups on the helipad. You know, like, all right, cool. Also, Lucius Foxane is 137 degrees, too. I'm just like, oh, so he needs more of a challenge to do pull-ups. All right, cool. His hands are sweaty, but I mean that's a small.
I
thing.
didn't. For me, I felt like he was just giving Bruce a little bit more character than he maybe doesn't because sometimes Bruce is a little bit one note, you know. I feel like this is him giving him a little bit of personality where he, you know,
Honestly, I think they just wanted Yannon to draw Bruce topless,
Yeah,
possibly that too.
which is fine.
I mean the dude's swole, so why not?
Yeah, exactly.
But I was just gonna say also like I'm glad it seems they've moved on from what Snyder was doing with Gotham being the character. Like this I think is gonna get back to detective style Batman, where he's doing other things, not just getting into the the heart of Gotham itself.
Yeah, that was fine for Snyder's run, but you do need
Yeah.
to do something different to follow it. And otherwise, you're just going to feel like you're emulating it, but it probably won't feel as good because it is just an emulation.
Yeah, the other big takeaway in this issue though is obviously Duke's going to be a mainstay going forward, and I liked him in this issue, and I've not particularly liked him all that much before. I didn't dislike him per se; he just kind of was there for me. I feel like they're going to try and give him a bit of character here. Although I do have to say, he feels really aged up compared to the last time I seen him.
Yeah, yeah. Well, when you steal 10 years, you can dish it out however you want.
Because the comic opens with him like ringing the door at the Wayne Manor when Alfred's out back picking whatever he's picking
Avocados.
and he answers the door. I was like, okay, who's this? Because he looks like 20. And I remember Duke being,
Yeah, I
Are
only
you
really
thinking
read
Zero
him-
Year, though?
No, I was thinking Snyder's last arc.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Because I was gonna say, because in Robin War, he seems like he's closer to Damien's age, right? Because he's still like Tim looks older than him.
Yeah, I was thinking he was like 14 or something like that.
See, in that last
Yeah.
arc of Batman, I thought it was about 16. But here, he does look more like 20.
Yeah, he does. He looks like an adult.
But I do like too that he says, I'm fine being Robin, and Batman's like, no, I want you to be something bigger, and that hooked me.
I need you to become something else, someone else.
Damn it, again.
I apologise. But no, that's pretty much I think all the main talking points. Art's really nice. I think the story's not amazing, but I like the whole season structure of it, and I like the pacing of it, even if it does feel like it's going through a story that could be multiple issues. I like that he's telling this one story, and I'm looking forward to seeing what he does with the full arc.
Out of interest, what do you guys think of the Lark costume?
Takes some getting used to is my response to that.
Yeah.
I like the yellow black colour scheme. Some of the way it looks is a little bit. I think the cowl could do with maybe a bit of a redesign.
The cowl is the thing I really like. The bat eyes, like his eye hole bit is a bat. I think that's really cool.
I think it's got like little daredevil horns almost.
Yeah, it's like ears, but incredibly short.
I think maybe a slight redesign, but I like the yellow and black style of it because the Robin thing's always been red, and I like the idea that he's got like a new sidekick or a new protege.
All right, so whatever happened to Bluebird?
Oh, that happened in Batman and Robin Eternal.
Oh, jeez.
So
Okay.
at the end of that, she basically retired temporarily. She wants to go off to college or something like that. So she says she'll come back to it later once she's had her education or whatever.
I really liked Harper And
Me too.
The first like half of Snyder's run, and I'm kind of I was mentioning this I think to Connor earlier in the week that I was kind of upset she kind of disappeared from the main Batman book because I feel like her story started there, and I didn't feel like they'd. I mean, it's okay for her to move to another book or even start her own book at somewhere else if that happens someday, but I feel like the one you introduce her in should have like, some sort of feeling of closure to the end of like
a
the
payoff.
introduction. Yeah, a payoff. There you go. Yeah.
I will say, do you remember there's the issues of Snyder stuff that looks to the future? I think it might have been, was it Detective 27?
Yeah, somewhere.
Yeah, and you see her there with Lark as well, actually. And I got the feeling that Snyder obviously had more to tell at some point. I feel like there was an arc that would have brought these two together as part of the next set of team.
Maybe
but
if
he just
we
never
didn't
got to tell
spend
them.
13 months on 0 Year.
Well, yeah, maybe.
Oh dear.
Hashtag just saying.
So I hope we get Harper back properly at some point because I did really like her. And it feels like Duke almost kind of replaced her in a weird way, and it kind of made him.
That was gonna be my point. Was she went off to Eternal, and then Duke comes back after we see his origin in 0 Year. Endgame happens, and then this final one started. Super heavy.
Yeah. So because I remember I loved that issue that focused on her and her brother.
Yeah.
At school. That was a fantastic issue. So I really hope we get Harper back at some point because she was really cool. But but I think Batman's solid. This issue.
Yeah, it gave me enough to be excited about for the series going forward. Because obviously, story-wise, this doesn't give us much to expect. But
I enjoyed reading it though. When it finished, I was like, I had fun with that. And
it was okay. But I have faith in King based off his other stuff.
Yeah.
I picked up Sheriff of Babylon. I picked up the first issue, and that was a really good first issue. But I didn't want to wait month to month, so once it's released in trade, is when I'll go back and read it. But yeah, his Grayson stuff was like this too.
Yeah.
Where he just gave you enough in the first issue, but that was co-written by Seeley too, so I don't know.
You don't know how much
credit.
too, yeah.
Yeah, but still, I've enjoyed the majority of his work.
Seeley's on another book, isn't he?
I don't know. Can't tell you off the top of my head.
I'm sure I saw his name somewhere, but
I think he is, but I can't remember what he's on.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But before we moved on, though, I wanted to ask what did you guys think of the significance of the last page with the
bats,
avocado dropping in? Yeah.
I'll be honest.
I was confused by that.
Yeah, I have no idea what that's getting at. Honestly.
Okay.
I mean, it's kind of like he's feeding the bats, isn't it? So I guess it's him saying the bat family are the back and there's more of them. Because the bats they all swarm in on the food, don't they?
That's a nice bit of analysis.
That's what Alfred does.
Yeah, he kind of serves them all.
Not just feed them. Yeah, he's their guy.
That's what I got from it.
That's a nice bit of analysis.
Because I was confused. I got to the end, I was like, okay, avocado fell. Awesome.
I just took it as, like a nice sort of like bat symbolic kind of final page to, So, yeah.